Ah, guys, it is coronavirus day 360. We're just 6 days off from exactly 1 year of coronavirus regulations, and yes, that is not something to celebrate about. So, today we have 1,299 cases. Okay. 329 from cases are from Toronto, 192 is from Peel region, and 116 is from York region. 15 deaths have been reported. Okay. The coronavirus variants, it's 828 UK variants plus 2, and South 31 South African variants, still the same from the last few days, and 13 Brazilian variants, which has been increasing since 2 days ago. It was at 3. Yesterday it was at 8, and now today it's at 13. It's going up on a +5 interval. So I want to talk about if you're wondering what I'm drinking, oh yeah, I'm drinking Yop. I thought these were extinct. So I want to talk about land border, the Canada-U.S. Land border. So if we had less travels between right now, we could like curb coronavirus cases in Canada. Of course, the coronavirus testing rules have been implemented already. So of course, there's like a kick given out at the border crossing when people who coming through the Canada-U.S. Land borders, and so they'll be given 2 kits, and one of the self-swab molecular test is to be taken on the day they arrive, and of course, but prior they have to they have to show that I got vaccinated, I can come over through the land border, and of course with if you travel through by airplane, it's of course you have to get vaccinated three days prior, and your test needs to be negative, otherwise you can't. So, and however, with the land border thing, yeah, you have to have to prove. Otherwise, you get fined. I think it was like $2,000 ish, around that neighborhood. And the other self swab is to be used on day 10 of their 14-day quarantine period. So failure to complete either the day 1 or day 10 test could lead up to fines up to $750,000 or imprisonment according to travel ban in Canada. If you do not take the test, you may also be transferred to designated quarantine facilities. And this is to make sure you don't have the UK variant, the South African variant, or the Brazilian variant. And of course, these tests can be like very successful and order it's like who's been affected a few days before they arrive back in Canada. And of course, the test taken on day 10 could help catch the last percentage of people who became affected the day or two before they reached the border. So whether the test would be negative the day they get on the border, but they're actually still incubating it at that point though. So it's so sometimes travel is not always necessary. Maybe let's not travel right now, or maybe let's wait, quarantine ourselves, and only for essential reasons. Professor Colin Furness is saying if there was like a left travel between the border and there will be like less coronavirus cases. Of course, Canada has been Canadians have been urged to avoid non-essential travel, but yet people have been lying and of course going traveling for like non-essential reasons. Also, we also have to focus on like whether like people over in across the U.S. border, if they're vaccinated or not. Yeah, even. And of course, I've heard on the news that we're apparently Joe Biden said all Americans will get their first shot by May. Well, North America better speed it up because there's going to be like people like maybe like coming over from the U.S. border to in the Canada for essential reasons, and then they didn't know they had the virus, but yeah, they could end up spreading it. So, a reminder: tomorrow, Toronto and Peel region is officially entering the gray zone. Please keep in mind that the standard rules are like oxygen bars, steam rooms, saunas, and whirlpools, and also other personal care services are closed. Haircutting's fine. Liquor is only sold and served from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Personal information is required, like name, phone number, and time of entry. So, I'm just gonna recap the gathering rules. You guys can look it down below. I had to update it because Toronto and Peel region information sort of different. So gathering rules for green zone through orange zone is 10 people indoors, 25 outdoors. Events is 50 people maximum with social distancing, and of course restaurants indoor dining is 50 people maximum. Red zone, of course, is a maximum of 5 people indoors, 25 outdoors for gatherings. Meetings, 10 people indoors, 25 outdoors. So, of course, there's however, like, of course, the restaurant rules, that's sort of different. It's like for restaurants, bars, gyms and fitness centers, casinos, and indoor event spaces, it's 10 people maximum. And of course, with restaurants, buffets, styles restaurants can open only 4 people to a table max. And of course, if there's an underage person at a gym or a fitness center, yes, their parent or guardian can accompany. Their friends just can't come in and And of course, maximum time is 90 minutes. Of course, supermarkets, convenience stores, pharmacies, and shops that selling groceries must the limit capacity capped to 75%, and retail and big box stores must be capped at 50%. And music should be at a normal conversation level. No spectators for film and television production, and rehearsals and staff must stay 2 meters away of the protective barrier. So this rule also applies to the gray zone in the Toronto and Peel region gray zone exclusive rules. Of course, the liquor can only be served. No, not drinking liquor between 10 p.m. to 9 a.m. Of course, this arouses a lot of confusion. So, the gray zone, like Thunder, which is like the regular rules, with the Thunder Bay and Simcoe Muskoka region currently, right now. Some businesses are allowed to open at 25% capacity, and indoor dining and out, of course, dining closed. So takeout and drive-through and delivery is this is when that comes in. Virtual driving classes. Mm-hmm. Of course, anything that is gambling that is closed. Only drive-in cinemas are open right now. No live audience for, of course. Yeah, I mentioned that. Amenities and hotels are closed. So of course, personal care closed. Nightclubs and strip clubs can only provide takeout and food and drink. And of course, no social gatherings of any kind. Of course, curbside pickup is available. Cannabis stores, libraries, retail stores, shops at malls, and non-essential shops. Of course, Toronto and Pure region. Of course, yes. Of course, no live audience. Yes, that's. And so veterinarian services, farms, kennels, stables, and shelters are open. Only the owner of the designated, owner of the horse can visit. And training for horse racing is allowed, though like actual horse racing is not. And amusement parks are closed. Museums and cultural meetings are amenities. I think can open drive-through only. Zoos can open on drive-through basis or for care services. Trailers and RVs need a full season contract and is allowed. However, like with the electricity, water, and sewage. However, recreational facilities at campgrounds are not available except washrooms and showers. Short-term bookings before is allowed before November 22nd, and after they can only visit short-term, of course. Of course, cannabis stores are open. Of course, drive-in cinemas are open. Outdoor golf courses and driving ranges are open. So indoor and driving ranges. So indoor facilities are closed and clubhouse use is limited. So you have to make sure to check in with them. Hotels, motels, and resorts and student residents can open, but amenities are closed, and short-term rentals are before the 22nd is allowed, but after is only for those who actually need it. So all household services, meetings, and events are only for childcare, court, governmental, mental health, and addiction support. 10 people maximum inside at a time. And of course, personal care services closed. Commercial and industrial photography only. Real estate and appointment only. Supermarket, convenience stores and pharmacies and others selling groceries must cap at 50%. Retail and big box stores must cap at 25%. And indoors malls must screen all patrons, and no loitering is not allowed. So organized indoor public events and social gatherings are only for those in the same household. Outdoor events are 10 people maximum, and fitness is for athletes who are professional athletes who are training for maybe the Olympics, NHL, NFL. What else there is? Yeah, pretty much. Yes, those only. Of course, takeout, drive-through, and delivery is available for restaurants, bars, and cafes. So of course you can use Uber Eats and DoorDash. Many restaurants are using DoorDash right now. And currently with hospitalizations, it is at 606 with the virus, minus 14. 273 is in ICU, minus 5, and 179 of them are using a ventilator, minus 2. Okay, that's an improvement. Long-term care home, that is that 3,748 deaths. Still the same as last time. Outbreaks right now is there are currently 84 outbreaks in long-term care homes and 59 like no resident cases. That number is unchanged. So please follow coronavirus safety rules and colors on rules. Stay safe. Let's hope the court cases don't get worse.